No, yeah.
Go
Alright, I am
live.
ready. I got everything set up.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm fully ready. I was doing a different thing. I've been here for a minute, but I was trying to gather a thing you'll hear in a moment after we recap. You'll understand why it was taking a minute. It's a thing I've been trying to work on all day, and then, you know, life, doing stuff, and then football. Fucking Norway lost, so that's great.
Wait, who'd they lose to? Who
They lost
who
to
got
England.
Hatsune Miku?
England beat them.
Oh my god, England got
Yeah,
Hatsune
England-
Miku now?
Yeah, England's got Hatsune Miku. And Holland was upset. The most of his upsetness was at that he didn't avenge Mexico. And he remarked on how badly he wanted to play Mexico because he wanted to play against Quiñones and Mora and everybody. he also really likes Jimenez, which is the Wolves' new striker. It was just sucks. Darn, he was very let down.
Damn.
It was a good game though. It was a very good game. It did go into extra time, so it wasn't just like a blowout. It was definitely a competition, and it took extra time for England to win it. Let's shift over to this screen. I can make sure. Oops. I have that right. I do this time. Okay. There we go. All right. So, recap. Recap music. Recap music. There's it. Okie dokie, folks. Another chunky recap. Let's do it. The party finally arrived in the city of Goneveli. Relief finding their weary bones. Finding the councilman and being directed to an interesting inn with private rooms and barns scattered about a farm. The party found relaxation and a bit of horse riding fun at Rasgrim's farm. Dinner was eaten and with the councilman some hours later, and the beginnings of planning for what may happen at Vural Pass. The party began to settle in for the night when Marcela found Enoch singing to himself, half passed out in the grass on the tracks around the farm, where he revealed his scarred and damaged face. Her reaction unreadable for Enoch, being inebriated. She brought him in to lay in his soak in a comfortable bed, and then all was quiet in the barn, save for Ezekiel's dream. The dreams he always has, being picked apart or cut into pieces. But when his body was obliterated completely, the dream did not end. Instead, he felt an inquisitive gaze look back at him for a moment. Then he woke. His door now ajar, a figure squatted over his satchel. He charged at the figure only for it to recoil, chasing harder, having mistaken it for a ghoul or a creature of darkness, when he realized it was a woman. Holding the journal of Cremare Hei Yan was in fact a warlock with a pact to Rilath, the fish tostada street cook in Port Worthless. Cremare is alive. So, I'm afraid I have to whiplash you guys a bit. As we teleport over, briefly, Colton, I'm looking at you. I think you know where this is going. We're going.
Oh boy.
Well, I don't think you know where this is going. We know who we're going to. We're going to go onto the outskirts of Port Worthless to one large goblin man, Paladin to Zurich, who now follows the greatest swordsman of all time, goddess of lightning and thunder, a metal-armed mercenary of some kind, and a strange guy with a strange attitude and outlook on life.
A bit rude, but you know, it's just how it is.
One who claims to be the mercenary in training. At a camp yesterday, just before going to sleep, waking up the next day and heading into the city, following your quarry. It has been a zigzaggy month and a half for you, following this thing through the world, watching these supernatural freaks practice against each other, trying to learn, and watching. It's not ego when it's simply within their ability to do, but watching greatness, watching Dimo Chekhov is a treat every time, and he knows it. But he enjoys this. He enjoys a fight. He enjoys a spectacle, and he enjoys a duel, as he always has. But right now, he's just a man, sitting with a stick, poking the fire as the sun fades off the western horizon. He doesn't say anything to you yet. What are you thinking about as you sit here staring at this fire on this journey?
I'm thinking, looking for this other disciple who claims he's this strong and has proven he is. How can I attain that? I know we must bring him to some form of justice, but I want to know, what can I do to be like that? I need strength. It's all I need.
He sits back and leans on his knees, tosses the stick into the fire. He looks over at you and just kind of stares at you uncomfortably for a long time. It's those eyes, you've seen him use them before. They're... it's like he sees far more than you want him to at all times. But it's especially when those eyes do that thing where they turn that from that dark brown to that shiny sliver of silver. Every once in a while, that piercing gaze. But he just watches you with his normal eyes. Are you worried about Dofengren?
I am.
Does it bother you that he beat you?
Very much so.
Why?
Exactly. Why? Why did he have to come out of the woodwork after all this time and show that kind of strength? Prove he's the first, whatever, apostle, Zurich, out of nowhere. I knew there were other ones. I found some. There was nothing like him. Why can't I have that? What must I do to obtain that?
It's very backwards deal that got him into the city of Dera. You know, he doesn't exactly know who I am, because I never saw him. I never pulled him from the waters. He was manifested into the court of the gods for questioning, because they wanted to know what he knew about the deal they worked out with Zurich himself. Being, you know, well, maybe you don't know. Zurich is an interesting figure. He, very subjugating, likes to oppress, but obviously, you know, his thing is strength. Lots of strength. You know what the other part of his purview is? His other godhood, his claim to power as a god, as a lord of the hells. The god of cold-blooded murder. And I did not stutter.
I'm not surprised. I'm not.
I'm not surprised either. I've met people who have met him. Not a great guy, you know. Seems pretty terrible. Pretty awful. I just,
I'm not.
Do you want a seed of a plant like that rotting at your core? Or would you rather maybe take that seed out one day and let the other one grow? And his eyes flash silver once as he looks at you. And you see he eyes that other blade that you carry, the older one. He just shrugs. What do I know? I'm not a worshipper. I'm just a man.
I did worship once, I think. I can't remember anymore. But strength is absolute. It's kept me going for so long.
You know what I proved in my years wandering this world? Strength is fleeting. It's this that gets you by. I don't mean like vast intelligence like my friend Valdonis. I don't mean the sharp wits of someone like my wife. No, just sharpness in general. Can you get yourself into a tight situation and get yourself out? Are you smart enough to use yourself and what is around you and what you have at your disposal to live? It's no secret, and he puts his hand on the hilt of the sword, that this thing has definitely helped me out. But that's not all I had. I've got 2 arms and 2 legs and a head sitting atop it all. That's how I survive. You hone the machine, and the brain will go with it.
I don't have very many chances to hone my strategy.
He's already standing up, and he's brushing his knees off. He goes to brush his hand off, and it looks funny because there's a stump, and then he just kind of dusts his hand off against something. The hand, you know, now having traveled with him for quite a while, that is invisible. But he dusts the leaves and stray pine needles off of his hand. And he just kind of looks down at you with his hands on his hips. Lifts his chin. Let me show you.
Edgar stands up.
And something interesting. He draws the sword. But before he does anything, he takes it, he switches hands and puts it in his invisible hand. And he reaches up and he cuts across the back of his hand. Just tiny little cut, barely, I mean, like a paper cut. And then puts his hands on the blade, on the hilt, ready to show you what he can. remember every time Vural drew that sword, he had an interesting reaction while using it. You noticed that Nimoy never does. He rarely draws it. Rarely. When he does, it's either to practice or it's time to fight. But every time he draws it to practice, and you see the notches every so often when you look at his hand, notches all across his hand and his arm, where he leaves little cuts. Something that Vural never did when he would draw that sword. Perhaps a way to satiate its need to cut something down.
Why do you do that?
It needs something. Anything. A cut of the flesh. Or else I might cut someone else, and I don't want to. Once it's drawn, and he holds it up in front of him, it must cut flesh once. At least once. Doesn't matter who. And with that, small price to pay for a sword that is completely magic proof. I show you. Shoot magic at me.
Looking for a lawn you can be proud of? Monkey's Lawn Care and Mower delivers
Fuck off.
professional.
Hit you with the Spotify ad spell.
The fucking the disparity is just
12 d12s plus 90.
Psychic damage.
12d12 plus 90. All right, I'll roll that right now. Let's see what we get.
Oh god.
12 plus 90. $188 psychic damage. Yeah, that feels about right.
That would put him at... If I had to guess at what his HP would be based on how he'll be built when I do build him out, it'd be like... I think easily 4/5 of his HP.
I think Edgar's head would... If I could think of how Edgar's health would be built, he might just like... either suffer a fucking aneurysm or his head would explode. I don't know which yet.
But we move from there to you find the wonder of something he hasn't used a sword for yet, which is its reflective properties. And it's both the sword and like it protects him, and it depends on how he holds it. And it's fascinating. No one's ever seen any magical items or items that completely and absolutely resist magic. You think if you could take magic in a can of liquid, just a can filled with liquid magic, and pour it over the sword, if you watched it, you would see it resist and go over. It would go over it, but it would be about that far off of it on all parts. It just would never, it does not touch magic. He shows you its incredible sharpness. He shows you its incredible indestructibility. But he points out that that's not how he was taught. Not originally. Once he had a normal blade, fought with it, and learned to hone his mind. And so begins a little bit of teaching from a guy who likes to duel. Just a man. And a paladin that wishes to find his way. And a seed of hope that maybe Edgar hasn't entirely lost his mind. Now, we go back over to Goneveli. And it is here in Goneveli. Ooh. I Out of curiosity, obviously not in the situation, but just for above table knowledge, do you carry that sword with like wrapped up and just with you, or do you carry it on your back, the other sword?
I don't know. I was thinking he would probably. I don't think he's much for hiding anything anymore, so probably wouldn't even keep it wrapped up. Just keeps it on his back.
Interesting. Well, that's not our concern right now. That is the concern of a swordsman, a lady with a spear, a lady with a metal arm, and a guy with a gun. But we'll get back to those people later. As the sun rises over the east, Enoch sleeps off the rest of his hangover. Griffin is... What is Griffin doing this morning?
Probably just when he got up, probably just head out. Is it sunny?
Yep, seems to be sunny today.
He'd probably head
Following
outside
the,
and double start
weather from
checking on his
yesterday.
patch of plants.
Bit of farming.
Yeah. Bit of upkeep.
What's Noah doing on this fine morning?
I was gonna go check on the weapons smith to see if it was ready.
Preparing to travel into town. And you also see Marcela and Polyran come down, begin preparing themselves for the day. Ezekiel, having found your rest and spent the last several hours alone, and I imagine probably awake, what have you been doing? And what are you doing now?
I think Ezekiel, after that whole incident, probably laid down for a little bit. Couldn't get any more rest, and just decided to walk off into the field and just find a spot to sit on a stump somewhere. Started playing his mandolin. Just to relax a little bit.
Well, you all know that you have until about lunchtime, about noon, before it's time to meet with the councilman. So there is a bit of time to kill. As Enoch, as you all probably know, is finishing off the hangover. And your new companion, you imagine, is sleeping off. You don't even know whatever it is she's been through. The last several, well, I say the last week and a half, actually. I was gonna say
Probably
days,
the
but it's
rush
been
to
more.
get there.
And the adrenaline of almost getting fucking attacked in the middle of the night, then learning to cast a spell.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Girl's been through the ringer.
But with all of that, the morning is yours. If you have anything that you wish to do.
Well, whenever Enoch does rise, you let me see. I'm not quite sure. Give me a second. I'll think on if there's anything I want him to do.
So it'd be about probably about 8, 9 o'clock compared to everybody else
Yeah.
getting up pretty early.
Oh no, yeah. He is most definitely getting up later. Honestly, after doing so much practicing with like casting spells and stuff, I think he would probably find somewhere to just test a few more of his spells. With that kind of fresh on his mind. Maybe also just some research on the stone and stuff.
Absolutely. So after a while, shortly after Enoch wakes, there is as most of you are outside, there is a shuffling eventually inside the barn of the waking of your new companion. But the morning drags on, and food is actually delivered. A modest breakfast, as you suspect you'll probably be eating, as well as whatever else is planned with the councilman. And Marcela actually at one point gets up and she says, I think I'm gonna go check on our new friend. If no one else is going to.
I'll go with you. And Enoch will kind of get up and kind of quickly grab some of the food that was delivered and kind of put it on a plate. Just kind of walk with Marcela.
Do you enter first? Like, do you take the lead or do you let her take the lead?
Enoch will open the door and then just kind of like motion for Marcela to go in first if she wants.
Okay. You enter in and you find her, she's got like a small bag. There's barely anything, like, I mean, it quite literally is just like a Dungeoneer's pack equivalent, but that's all she has. You don't even see any like travel gear with her. And she's actually standing outside of the, unlike the term we use in modern day, the quite literal bathroom that is built into this little barn on the lower section at the back. You know, she turns over and her shoulder and sees Marcela, and she kind of is like, kind of looks at you, curious.
Enoch will just kind of like show the food on the plate in his hand. He'll just kind of find somewhere to set it down. To make sure you're all right this morning.
I'm fine, thank you. Sorry about trying to steal from you. Well, not from you, but you know. And I don't want to seem like I'm trying to deceive you.
It's no problem at all. It's very...
It's a bit of an adjustment. This idea of trying to fight something evil.
It is quite...
She just goes, I try not to think about it.
Sometimes that's for the best. It's easier that way, isn't it?
She just smile a little bit at that. Perhaps. I've just, I've never really fought anything before. So, this is a new mindset.
Well, I've only got about... Enoch will count on his hand about how many weeks he's been using his abilities.
About
2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
I got about that much experience ahead of you. It's not... You learn.
She nods. And she seems mostly in her head at the moment. And
Noticing that she's... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if Enoch kind of notices that she's a little distracted, he probably will just kind of... If you need anything, we're going into town to meet with our contact at about noon. You would like to come along?
Do you think that would be appropriate? I don't want to intrude on something I'm not invited to. But
I mean, above table, do you guys think it would be weird? I mean, she's just a part of our group. Would they even notice it's like one more person came along?
That is a good question.
Because like if you guys, because I'm not really sure. So if you guys think it would be better for her to hang, then again at the same time, I don't really know if I want her to just like hang out here by herself.
I wouldn't leave her, honestly.
I think she should come along. Yeah.
We'd have to have somebody at least stay with her if she's gonna stay here.
Yeah, and I don't want to split up the party at all in that case.
Yeah.
Better hope somebody came up to the councilman and was like, yeah, they had a group of 6 or 7 people.
Six
Could we
or seven.
Could we possibly send a message ahead saying, hey, we got an extra person? Somebody joined us that we weren't expecting.
I mean, I guess to be fair, we did have associates that are staying behind in Port Worthless. We didn't really say how many people were coming along, right?
You said you had 2 other... What you told them was you had 2 other compatriots at the other inn, and another in town.
Yeah. Well, that's why I suggested saying, hey, we had an unexpected person show up that joined us.
Yeah, I feel like that would be fine as long as we either send word ahead or just say something as we show up, yeah. And I do think it would be a good idea to bring her with us. I don't want us splitting up in this town.
And it's at that moment that you kind of take the hint. Marcela nudges you just to kind of ease the tension. She said, come on, I think she wants to take a bath. Probably some days on the road. Stinky. She looks at her and kind of nods. And Hei Yan kind of winces a little bit. The wince that you all know of being on the road for days. Just like, please let me bathe, please.
Enoch will just nod and make his way out.
And I think it's from there that you all kind of part. Enoch going to test your spells. Marcela seems to be working on some things as herself. You see Polyran goes and actually finds some stone. Ezekiel, you said you went out to find a place to be alone.
A good stump, right?
A good stump.
So, as you all have your brief moments to yourselves, preparing your things as you do for the day, Ezekiel in your book, Enoch training with your spells that conveniently some of them come back on a short rest, Noah mentally squaring yourself for what comes, and Griffin easing yourself in your garden. You can all take a level 4.
Oh shit. Okay.
Alrighty.
I think that may drastically change what I may be doing in my off time then.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So if we need to take a short intermission to let that sort itself out quickly, we can.
I need to go find a pen. I hate to say it, gang, but I may have fucked up the calligraphy pen.
How fucking dare you?
I know. I think I pressed it too hard. Well, right. It's funny. It's like it's a calligraphy. It's a pen made for that has written on. You use it to write on old parchment. I write on something of that texture, and then I fucking kept getting clogged up. And then I was like, what if I poked it a little too hard? And then it was like, oh, this thing ain't writing anymore. Fuck.
Oh shit.
The NPCs.
I'm gonna go look for a pen.
Will be interesting.
I got an 8 for my health roll, plus 11, or plus 2, plus 3 for my con, so I got 11 extra health for that one.
Let me put... Oh, wait. Smart me. I already did hers because I knew I was going to do this. I didn't say anything. Alright, so it is going to be Polyran and Marcela that I'll need to do. Marcela's is ability score increase, and she will probably just be doing that, as well as... Well, I don't know about Polyran actually. I think the NPCs will both just do an ability score increase, as they've not taken any drastic sort of change to themselves to warrant an interesting feat.
Okay. I am good, and I am ready. My level up is sorted.
You know what? I think Polyran will actually take an increase to Dex. I think he'll put both points in Dex.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
He's been fighting a little bit more, and he's learning to evade a bit better. Getting better at it.
I had to take my mom called me. Gavin's leveling up.
Everybody's leveling up to 4.
Oh, okay. Nice.
I really did roll shit for her health. How did I do that?
What? Do you guys hear that too, or is that
Yes,
me?
I do. Who's that coming from?
I'm not sure.
Jackson, there's like a feedback loop that's scratching our ears.
Wait, what?
A high-pitched squeal for a split second. Have you been hearing it?
I heard that too.
Okay.
What high-pitched squeal?
That's not me.
We've been hearing a high-pitched squeal
If
from
it was
somebody.
me, you'd see me flashing.
Is it this?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
That's. I'm turning my mic off and on using the controller thingy, not the Discord.
Yeah, I also use my little button here.
God.
Mine doesn't make a noise though. Mine's dead silent.
Got my book.
I like this
Write
button.
write spell in.
Okay, so
Now that I've found a working
Holy
pen,
shit.
I'm gonna have to just
while we're all here
write in my journal.
not in depth
Gonna have-
looking through our stuff. Polyran and Marcela, are we okay with them doing just an ability score increase? They've not necessarily
That's
done
cool with
anything
me.
to warrant like a feat taking of some kind. They've not done anything like special or crazy.
I definitely like the idea of Polyran upping his dex.
Yeah, it makes sense. He's been moving around more, having to actually be on his feet and run.
Hang
He's
on.
learning to work on his feet a bit more. I thought that felt appropriate. And Marcela, I don't actually know. I think Marcela's
Yeah, I think. Well, let's see what she.
so the ones she uses are strength and intelligence. Wisdom also makes sense, but
Oh my god. Putting in her wisdom would
but
be
it's
good, but it's
fine.
already so low that it's just
Yeah.
like, is it even worth it?
right. That
Maybe
might be-
putting it into
she
her
is a
top-
fighter, so that might be one for later to go up. This has been her first like full-on adventure, and wisdom is taken gradually, you know. And as I said, she's a fighter.
see.
She'll get a shitload of fucking ability score increases, anyways. Half a fighter's existence is the ASI.
Spellcasting modifier is intelligence. Okay, good.
Not
Remember
to break the thing or anything. Jackson, are you drinking the electric limeade ghost by chance?
No, it's this one.
Oh, nice. Because I'm trying that. I'm trying the electric limeade one, and it's really good.
Oh yeah, I love that one. It's so good.
I think
Yeah, it's
keeping
all
her
good.
strength
We
high
are
is
doing-
already good.
We're doing
So.
paperwork stuff right now.
I'd say up her intelligence since it's her spellcasting modifier, which is gonna be half her thing.
I agree. And I need some stone dice for Polyred.
Alright, let me look at the book.
Do you have gems?
Book of Revelations here.
Gem style dice. Oh, I put away
Level 4.
D10 that I wanted. Fuck.
Fellas, you're looking at a man who can hold 4 umbral points.
Nice.
Yeah, I was making Hei Yan, and I was like, you know, if we're gonna go pretty far in this campaign into the levels, at least minimum of like 16 or 17. I think it's time. A little sooner than I wanted to, but not that was like a big inconvenience. I don't think it's really much of an inconvenience for anybody, to be honest, with upcoming situations possible to be had. I know I need that bag. Need this bag.
All right, but yeah, when I am prepared for whenever we get back into things, because I am.
Need to roll a dice. Ezekiel's health.
Oh yeah, I have 46 hit points now.
I'm gonna have over 20 at least. Come on now.
Take tough.
I rolled very well for my.
Not taking tough yet, unfortunately. I'm getting a different one.
I figured you would. I figured you
But
But don't worry, I plan on making it
Eventually.
tough. Don't you worry.
Eventually.
So, bug flying around. Look out of here.
About as close to a stone as I'm gonna get, I guess, for Polyred. For now. Hey, good thing I grabbed it. It's a 7. So
Yeah.
Polyred's is gonna get an increase of 7.
Come on, big number. Damn it. Got 5 extra HP.
Did you get over? Well, did you get over 20? You were 13
There's no-
before, weren't you?
I was 19.
Oh, Polyred at 36.
I rolled a 3, and I have +2 con.
Damn.
I could have had up to 27 if I was lucky.
I did a boo-boo. I forgot to add his con. That's more. He has a really good
Could he
con
use
as well.
his inspiration die to do his health roll?
I would allow that, yeah. Why not?
Colton,
What? And it's
you want to use your inspiration die to re-roll
Like
your
I said,
health?
we got one every yeah, I give you one every session. Use it if you use it or lose it. Use it if you want.
Yeah, but like, what if we get into a fight this session? I didn't actually need
I'll
it.
give you this reasoning. There's that, and there's also, what if that? Because I'm still allowing it to be the equivalent of advantage. You can choose the higher. The thing is, though, if you get a higher HP value, that's a higher HP value for the whole campaign.
That's
versus
permanent.
being
All right.
versus
That's my-
losing advantage on like one
Yeah.
roll you might want to save
Yeah.
during a combat where you may you'll probably end up okay later.
All right.
That was my thought too.
I use
was
this
kinda thinking
crazy
that
way to use inspiration. Come on, please be a higher number then. Kill me. 24 it is, because I rolled a fucking 3 again.
Oh my god. Well,
I tried to help you.
no, that's crazy that happened again.
I don't want help. This character's all about misery and suffering, and that's what I deserve. Alright, I am gonna...
So Polyred is at 40, actually.
Good lord, hell yeah.
Man,
Beefing up the front
Marcela
line.
is just not lucky with the health rolls.
My apprentice, obviously.
She's my
Jeez.
apprentice.
You learned well.
That is.
Oh my god, that got me.
28.
Okay. Guess I'll write my feet on this note card. Okay. I already know what I want, so I'm just gonna. Wait, I'll get that. These many abilities.
What else?
Okay.
Yeah, I got 3 spells now. We ballin'.
What did we say we were increasing on Marcela?
Intelligence.
Okay.
Oh, I also get another known cantrip. Fuck yeah. So let me open up the list.
I was trying to decide what feat to take for, because my stats are pretty good with Griffin, so I was trying to decide what kind of feat to take.
Sharpshooter?
I've got that one had crossed my mind.
That'd be really solid for you.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was immediately gonna say. He took the
I
words
don't want
out
to
of.
like over influence.
Oh, I know.
It's that, or just gunner in general, because gunner you can shoot your weapon without close range penalties, and that's ranged attacks too. So I think it counts for some spells.
Oh.
Because I know when I made Alex for the Urmos campaign, I gave him the gunner feat so he could use his monk ranged attacks at a melee range.
The only issue is I don't really I got really lucky and I rolled really good, and I ended up in my owl and increased my dexterity or whatever. My dexterity's at 20. So gunner wouldn't increase my dexterity, it'd just give me the proficiency with firearms, which I already have. The loading isn't too bad to have from the gunner, and then the imposed disadvantage thing's pretty good. So that's not too bad.
That was my
sharpshooter does do well. I was honestly the ones that were going through my head were alert, observant, and lucky.
Warcaster is one of those.
Oh,
that would have come to mind as well. But the reason I was thinking not to do Warcaster was I'm usually not as close range, so I don't have opportunity attacks.
That's why I mentioned it last, because it's not super relevant to you.
Yeah, and that's why.
What does alert do again? It makes you like you can't be like you're.
I can't be surprised on initiative, and I cannot be surprised while conscious.
I think that one would be really.
And
good.
they do not get advantage on me if I can't see them.
Damn, yeah. I think
that
if
there was
want,
a couple that I was thinking
about.
Vote,
if you want my vote, I think alert takes the cake for me, because that sounds like the fact that you just cannot be surprised as long as you're not like conscious.
It's also a ranger.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And you have like the crazy high perception already, so it's like.
That's why observant and alert were the ones that came to mind, because observant gives you a +5 on your passive perception and your passive investigation checks, as well as I can read lips from a distance if I need to. But alert was more. I was thinking more alert myself as well.
I think that's where my vote goes.
Does Griffin wear the green cloak, by the way?
That
they give you?
Oh, I forgot they gave me a cloak.
Yeah, it's one of their marks. Very cliche, but it is because of where they're from.
I would
try not to
probably
be too specific, as we haven't mentioned everything exactly what I'm saying.
I probably would have changed it in some way, because a cloak wouldn't go well with the wings.
True.
I probably would have made it something more stiff that doesn't flap as much, but it would kind of go between and under my wings instead of
Oh yeah, like you could do like a short cape, or like maybe like a sash going across your body and around.
Yeah,
sort of Boba Fett style. Hangs down below your wing.
That way it doesn't block off the wings, because a full cloak with wings isn't very, unless I'm trying to hide and not fly. Oh yeah, I think it will take a look.
Hood is standard issue in this as well, so if you need one, there you go. You're trying to throw the hood up for some reason, but you are an owlin, so it's there's a level of conspicuousness to you.
I've actually got a picture with the hood up as well. I can actually swap out if I need to.
All right, I have written down Polyran and Marcela's stuff. We can deal with Foz and Mavros. I almost said Mavros. Foz and Mavros later. He decided to go with a lighter shade on his skin. He gotta died. All right. Just let me know when we're all ready, and we will continue.
I think I'm ready myself.
Okay, I am ready. Did you get my message, Jackson? Because I
yes,
realized with us leveling up earlier, because since I'm doing my multi-class stuff, my
yeah, definitely, yeah. That I figured you'd do that.
Okay.
My initiative modifier is 10.
Fuck yes. Ain't nothing get past Griffin. That's what I wanted to hear, especially since he like hangs out on my back like a little sentry.
Or further back, in the back, as a sniper.
Polyran's initiative went up too, by 1.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he has a +1 instead of a +0 to initiative now.
Exactly.
Bro's ready to go.
How's it going?
I can never be sneak attacked. You know that?
It's badass.
Remember that, Jackson. I can never be sneak attacked again.
You could barely be sneak attacked anyways. You and Polyran both. too fucking aware of shit. Fucking eyes bugging out. You literally, because you got owl eye tubes.
My head's on a swivel. That's literal this time. Whenever I used to say my head's on a swivel, it's literal this time.
Oh no! Every time you say it, my brain is just like.
It has been very literal for me.
And it would be. I mean, that's how owls watch out for shit. Anyways, they literally.
Yeah, because their eyes don't turn.
Just doing that shit, looking around. If it wasn't an owl, they'd look like a psycho.
Yeah.
If you saw a guy on a bench doing that, you'd be like, it's like 2 options. It's either that guy had way too much cocaine, or he has a bird inside his brain. That's the only 2 reasonable options. Oh, hell yeah.
It's fucking sweet.
I may have to change the colors. I forgot about the green.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be. You could be wearing... You could have had it dyed or whatever, but sure. When they give it to you, it's green. It just depends on what you're currently wearing and if you'd be wearing any of that.
49 health now.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm a beefy little bird.
It is nice to know that if they try to shoot you out of the air, you at least aren't going down without a decent fight.
No kidding.
Because I was worried. Because until you told us when we all figured out our health totals at the beginning, I was like, oh no.
You thought I was just a little target in the air, didn't you?
and then you were like, oh no, I'm a ranger, and I was like, he's gonna have a ranger hit dice pool, so he's gonna be fine.
Yeah. I've been really lucky on my rolls. Like really lucky. I got a 12. I got a 9 and a 10 on my second level and third level, and I just got an 8 on this one.
Oh yeah. What'd you say, Cole?
think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. I just have to write down the spells I chose.
How you doing, Robert?
You
I'm still trying to figure it out, but what I'm gonna pick wouldn't really affect anything as of right now. So, unless something big is about to happen, Jackson, like this campaign that
The world may never know until it does.
But for right now, yeah, I'm ready.
What did you end up going with, by the way? Just so we're all aware, not just for me.
To be honest with you, it's
I think he was still trying to figure it out. That's why I said my choice wasn't important yet.
Huh.
I think he was still trying to figure it out. I could be wrong.
It's all right. We have a bit of time, and you have time to think, as there are conversations to be had. Starting with Enoch. That familiar thump in the distance. The return of a bird. Which doesn't go straight to Griffin this time. It goes to you first.
Where and how does it land? As Enoch's just kind of like setting out in a field. He has his container with the stone setting in front of him, just kind of.
If you don't extend your arm or seem comfortable, it lands on the fence nearby.
Oh no! If he saw it was coming towards him, he probably would have held his arm out.
It lands on your arm.
He'll kind of look and look at it and take the note from it. And she got you under her boot too. And he'll kind of like set it down on the fence post.
Just picks under the feathers for a second and looks back at you.
And he'll just unravel the note.
All right. I'll ask again. I know the answer probably, but out loud or typed it.
Typed it.
Indeed, sir. All right, give me time, and I will have that to you.
12.
You don't have it in a file already? Copy paste. I know you wrote it down in your notebook.
Yeah, I gotta write it down first.
Yeah.
To make the brain work. Oh wait, no, I'm going the wrong way in my notebook. I was like, why can't I find it? I forgot
Jackson.
What's up?
What I was looking for. Just so I can tell you right now what I was going with. You remember the Speedborn class?
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna grab one level of that, so.
Okay.
So.
Sounds good.
My movement speed's about to go up as insane as it was that one time.
Check the prerequisites too, though. Keep that in mind. I think your dex is really high, so I don't think it's a problem.
Dexterity to qualify for multi-classing, you must meet the prerequisites of dexterity 15.
Oh yeah, you should be good. Aren't you at
yours is pretty high, I'm pretty sure, isn't it?
Or
My
no,
dexterity is maxed out.
Yeah.
Then you're fine.
Nice.
Me and you are maxed out on dex.
I just want to make sure. I wasn't sure if it was dex or if it had another one, but I figured if it was dex, it'd be fine. Yeah, you're good. Sounds good. Big movement incoming.
You guys are gonna notice over time that Noah is just getting better and better.
All right.
Build a big movement.
So. Let's see.
And I was about to say, if you want, we can just say like Enoch reads it and then replies, and if there's anything else we wanted to do, we can just type it out and all that later.
I'll type it out gradually as we go. But at the moment, as you read this letter and that moment is had in its isolated thing, Hei Yan eventually emerges from the bathroom, looking more fresh and with no shortage of relief on her face at being clean. as some of you come together and gather for the day ahead, is there anything else we would like to do? Because I know Noah is planning to travel to town to check on his chain, see the progress there. Pretend I'm looking at you and waiting patiently while I multitask. Pretend I'm doing this thing where I just kind of wait.
I don't think there was anything Griffin really needed to do after he finished checking his plant patch. He probably would have pulled those notes out he had started on for his tinkering project and started working on them a bit more.
I think, I guess...
Unless somebody needed help with something.
I guess Ezekiel, after being alone for a while, eventually strolls back. He'll go with Noah just to also check out this elven blacksmith. He's curious.
Okay.
So... Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Because what I was going to do is going to be a little bit of like in character, so you go ahead and go first, because mine needs more.
Well, after Enoch reads this letter, and after he responds, he is going to go back to his practicing with his spells, and he's going to attempt to commune with his patron before he joins back with everybody.
My movement speed is now 40.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Because it's proficiency bonus times 5. I mean, yeah, proficiency bonus times 5 for added, so that's 10.
Yep.
Sweet.
That'll jump up to
45?
15? Plus 15, I think, at level 5. Yeah.
I can almost feel how spiteful this letter is with how hard you're typing.
Okay, so some of us are going to town, yes?
I believe Ezekiel and Noah are, unless anyone else said they were. That's
the way
all.
I had it worked out in my head is due to the time you woke up and how all of this is happening. I figured you would all end up going to town together, considering the timing of when you were going there.
Yeah.
Opening the opportunity for any shopping that would be wanted. Because there is one of you that wants to shop, but she hasn't spoken yet. I was letting that finish up, and then I was going to try and type this out really quick, which I am almost done. And then, and then we'll get back into things. But anything else?
I'd probably head in there because I need to get some more ammo as well.
Enoch will probably follow in later.
My wrist is hurting from typing from before we started as well, because I typed out the description, the recap, because I put the recap in the description and then read it from that and then leave it there for future context for me or for others. And
Jackson,
I hit the back button on my mouse on accident, so I had to retype it. What's up, Robert?
Jackson, that weapon I sent you, turns out that wasn't the right one I was talking about, but
okay,
it's still okay, so the thing is, I can still use this one because it still falls under the Marcel melee weapons, but it is technically a heavy weapon. But I wanted to flavor it to say that it looks like a hammer because the damage that it does is still going to be the same kind.
Okay.
Let me show you. It's
go ahead.
it's this.
I'll check it out.
I have been quiet because I am writing these spells down for this.
Yeah, you guys are good.
We're curious.
Tail end of leveling up. It's all good. All right, and I am done with this. Look at this. Okay, so this, and then you said, what was that other part you mentioned?
That okay, so because it does bludgeoning damage, I want it to flavor it to where to say it'll look like a hammer, but it's one of those hammers that has the right where you hold it, the part where the blunt part meets the hilt, it's supposed to be able to like jump forward, and part of the chain is connected there.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Are
I don't know
you
if there's
talking about like a
word
Brigida
for-
type of situation, or
Yes.
Okay, so you're talking about like a chain, like a hammer whip type of situation. Okay,
Yeah, but I couldn't find any weapon like that, so I felt that just
but
flavoring
you want it to be a hammer specifically, and not a mace head.
No. No, yeah, like a hammer, not a mace head.
Just making sure the specifics are clear. Alrighty, sounds good. Sounds cool, actually. I'm very interested to see where this goes. Little throat itch.
So I guess
Anybody's
we could,
allergies?
I mean, I guess we could just say it's a hammer. It'll still do the same thing as a hammer.
It'd be in like, I would say it'd be in like the chain mace area. I don't know if there is a chain mace in the equipment page or not, but I'm sure we could find one if we wanted. If you're curious for other options to flavor,
I guess that's
the
the best
mechanics of it.
comparison. It's just Brigida's mace.
right. Because you're just talking about when you swing. Because you're not talking about the whip shot. You're just talking about when you swing it around, it kind of extends out, right?
Well, you could because I think with weapons like these, you can just say that you're holding onto it and just swinging it when you're in somebody's face, right?
I mean, that works.
It has reach, so.
Do you want chain sickle, meteor hammer, or spiked chain?
None of those are appropriate.
Just checking.
are
Those are
all
the
sharp
three that I came
objects. We're
across
talking
first.
None of those are.
It'd
None
be
of those
more
are
akin to like a chain mace.
Plus, they're
Like
not in
a-
the same they're not in the weapons I have proficiency in because the meteor hammer's not simple or martial.
But yeah, if this works for it better, then this is fine because this is like suits in the direction of what the weapon is intended to be like, anyways. The flavor suits the object for mechanics. So if this is the best,
As long as I get to swing something around.
yeah, if this suits how you want it to be, and it to me it makes the most sense. This will work.
It doesn't, but does the? That's why I didn't want to go for like the spiked ball chain thing because I think that does like piercing or slashing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was going for bludgeoning. Just
Yeah.
don't cut them up, just beat them down.
Okay. Yeah, chain hammers. kind of doubt anybody's put a chain hammer into mechanics for D&D 5e, but I think this is fine. I don't really need a specific thing for that, because a chain hammer is more, the chain's like that long, and that wouldn't really suit what you mean.
So I guess my main question is, would you still let me use it as a hammer if I wanted to run up to somebody and just start bonking them with it?
I would say, so the smith you went to is not a tinkerer per se. So what you will have is a situation of, in my head I'm seeing a handle and I'm seeing a long chain with a hammerhead at the end. Because it is being made by an elf, the hammerhead will always swing true, or should you wish to use the back end, which if you want it there to be like a spike or something, I'll allow that as well if you want a different damage type to be on it. It's not a huge deal to have two different types of damage on a weapon. I think it's convenient, actually.
It was for sure going to be pure bludgeoning.
Okay. So, it will have a hammerhead. It will strike true in terms of using striking a target with the hammerhead every time. It seems to follow this strange sort of interpretation of will, as lots of elven weapons seem to do. They're very good at making weapons when they mean it. I'm imagining... So as a regular hammer, I don't think it will work, but should you have it tinkered with later by a tinkerer, someone who is adept in making something that's far closer to Brigida's hammer than what we're making now, that would be plausible. As for now, the interpretation of like using it at close range or short range, or at reach or at close, within direct melee, I'm throwing that up to, like, I don't know, wrapping the chain around the handle a little bit and just swinging a little bit closer.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Okay.
Because if I was holding the chain, I could just say that I'm wrapping it around my arm, going up to somebody and just smacking it with the part that I have hanging it. So, are we just gonna treat it like a chain then?
We can treat it like that for now.
Okay.
Okay. I have sent you Enoch's reply.
All good.
And, so yeah, let me know when you are ready for.
Okay, so just for clarification, it's a chain with a hammer head.
Right.
Okay.
We are square. We're square. Sounds good. I will look at that in a second. As for the moment, I think since Enoch is deliberately pulling himself a little bit later than everybody else, the group kind of gathers together, and I think those of you that are preparing to go into town, sans Enoch, Hei Yan does approach you all as, like, you're not like loading onto the cart, but you're getting ready, and she kind of sheepishly walks up to you all. If am I going with you to this meeting?
Yes, I think it would be a good idea for you to come with us. That way you're not left alone. In case something may or may not happen. Better be with us.
And being with us, you may be a little bit safer than just here by your lonesome.
Right.
It's better to stick together.
Well, if we're going to work together, I want all the information you have about these freaks in the city. What they're doing and why they're doing what they're doing, and why you're here in Goneveli. I want a full picture. Because I feel like I'm maybe have an incomplete puzzle myself.
can try to tell you as much as we can, but I don't think we know a whole lot ourselves. Just a little we've encountered.
Right. Well, I guess
we can explain on the way to town.
All right. And as you all load up in the cart and begin to head into the city proper, loading up in the cart and oops. Heading for town center, or inside the walls, in this case. Heading off, she begins to ask a few questions, and she starts, well, how do you all fit into this? I don't understand, like, you know about the troglodytes, and you're here now, and you seem to know a whole lot about the ones that were killed. A lot more than I did. All I knew is that there was some shady shit going on underneath the city.
Well, when we discovered the troglodytes, it was...
we were hired for something else.
Yes, we were sent to check out the old cisterns. Because the recent cultist attacks that have been happening. And we were right in the midst of one. Broke straight out of the ground.
Another
So we were sent... Yes, we were sent down there to check. And we ended up coming across the troglodytes first. Before we made our way into, where these cultists were hiding. There was only 2 of them down there. And they gave us very little information. It's something a lot of dark elves believe in. The Atug.
I am gonna pretend like I know what that is.
It's better if you don't. I promise.
Perhaps it is better that I don't. So, who hired you?
Cremare Hei. I've been working with him for a while. I don't really have any reason to distrust him. I feel the same. I get the same feeling from the councilmen that we're going to meet.
But I don't understand. I'm confused. So...
Take your time.
So why not have somebody go down into the sewers before the 3rd attack?
I'm not sure about that myself. I think if it would have happened the first time, I would have sent someone down there. But maybe they were also thinking it could have just been some crazy some lunatic living down there, crawling out, causing havoc. Second one happens. Well, it is a coincidence, but it seems like a coincidence, just two separate attacks, but after a third one, I assume.
Yeah,
I finally realized something had to be done.
That's the purview of, like, the Saxmen. That's what they do. They wait until shit's bad and then they do something. But that's not how the city works. I mean, maybe it's because I work for the city, but what I did. But, like...
Maybe with the third attack, it would look too suspicious not to send someone down there. And finally, he got an order.
So you work for Bamran, but you don't work for the city?
I only operate under Bamran when the need arises. I don't work for the city itself.
So why did the need arise on the third attack and not the first one? To at least scope it out and see what's going on. If he's got you as a sort of beat 'em up, tough type, sort of mercenary sellsword, why not send you down on the first one? I mean, that's what I would do.
I'm sure if we ask these questions themselves, yeah, we might get a more appropriate answer. So I'm not sure why they wouldn't do such a thing.
Well, you say, why they? I mean, that's Bamran's purview, is it not?
Maybe he could have been getting his own false information. Having been being told that someone was sent down there. Second one arises. Thanks, maybe that's just the last of them. He finally decided to take matters into his own hands. A third attack.
But that's my point. Ordinarily, as the city manager, he would have done something on the first one. That's how we deal with all our problems as city workers. We don't wait till it gets real bad. That's why the city's so pretty. Because we actually go out and we deal with the problems. You notice the gardens around the city, they actually look nice. That's because I take care of them. All the flowers and the trees and stuff. That's me. I see a tree getting rotten or getting sick. I call an arborist, come and take care of it. Or I take care of it myself. But not when the tree falls over on somebody, kills somebody in the street on accident. I don't wait till the last minute. And Bamran never does either.
Like I said, maybe he was getting...
working for? Really? Because I work for Prime Brace. And he's a good man. Everybody knows him. He's a public man and a good man. And a nice one. He cares about everybody. You know who I don't know anything about? Take one guess, and I bet you'll get it right. She sits back.
I know Enoch's not here, but I was literally saying from the second we learned all this shit in the sewers, I did not trust Bamran for a second, so I'm glad she's echoing my thoughts.
Like, she works for these people, so, like, she would know who to be skeptical of outright. That's her perspective. Well, I say no, but she has her skepticism based on her experience.
I've never been one to pry. All I've looked for, the time that I've lived in Port Worthless, is to just get by, do my job, and not question too much. I've been out of my element for a good little bit now. So I may not have all the answers you want. Like I said, I'm giving you what I have. As far as I know, I haven't had many reasons to suspect Bemrin. And even if there was something afoul with him, I'm sure something will be done soon. And with all these recent things we've been sent out on, we maybe end up being a part of it too.
So you were hired to investigate the cultists coming out of the sewers.
Yes.
I don't hear these other
Fine.
four defending him. I just have a question for you. If you are on an active investigation in a thing where people are being killed, why are you in Goneveli? Sure, the councilman's valid. Most of them are. But, you might ask questions. I know I've got some.
Oh my god, no, if Enoch were here in the cart right now, he'd be like, finally! Finally!
Yep, no, you're dealing with Ezekiel, a guy who's like,
and harsh
do a job,
perspective.
gotcha.
She has, she's, Kyle's gonna probably chuckle at me. I'm gonna say this again. It's like the third time I said this week, but opposites exist in triangles. She is the opposite of you and Mavros at the same time. She's similar to Mavros, but she's also the opposite. Instead of being blunt to be funny, she's blunt to be blunt. She just says stuff. She just says it. Like, it doesn't matter. She doesn't really give a shit if you feel stupid or hurt or whatever. She'll just say it.
Smack you in the face with a mace made of words. Haha, I got you to chuckle instead of you getting me to chuckle.
But after that, she kind of stays quiet for a while, mulling over all of the, I'm sure, expansive information that you add beyond that. That's information we all know at the table that we don't have to go back over again. All of the stuff that you found out, all of the stuff that's going on.
Don't make me repeat it. I wrote it in my notes, but it's all in.
If there's anything
it's all in my
you'd like to
notes, but it's all in
exclude, let me
cursive.
know.
I can't read it.
If there's anything you
Can't read it.
All right, you note taker that can't read your own notes.
I mean, I can read it if you give me time.
Is there anything you want to exclude from what you tell her, or do you just give her the full story? Everything in the sewers, everything you saw. Obviously, you told her about Joe already, but how much do you give her? Do you tell her about the whole conversation with Dr. Weiser and the plan to get the troglodytes out, or how far do we go here?
Well, she knows about the troglodytes, so it's
Right.
and knows where they are, so it's no use in saying, "Hey, we're thinking about getting them out of there."
Yeah, I feel like, I was gonna say, at least with that information, I feel like we're, I know I'm not there, so like, you don't have to take my opinion for anything, but I have no control of what is being said.
What was the important thing that we leave out of conversation with Dr. Weiser?
What? No, I'm saying, is there anything that you do leave out? It's like, not that conversation. Like, do you?
I guess,
I'm
trying to think. Do we
went and told him he was sad. He gave us this necklace.
Do we want to tell her about the oracle that we went to? And, like, the reading we got?
We could probably just
And
leave
I
that
imagine
out.
do you mention Foz and Mavros as well?
I'm sure we would. I feel like we would at least mention them.
Yeah, at least mention them, because the way she's
In
gonna stick,
passing,
she's gonna
not
meet them.
detailed at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll introduce you more when we meet them directly.
All right. What are we doing with them? I mean, I see a lot of you got like They see he's got a scribbling book. I saw the other one's got magic. He's got... She points at Noah and she's like, well, whatever's going on with him, you know? And you've got your stick.
Still confused, and she's like, hey! And then just says nothing else.
She just says, I will beat you with a book, because I don't know how to use it. So what about the other two? What's their deal? And she points at Marcela and she says, oh yeah, and then we got the tough girl here, which I don't understand how somebody, probably, I mean, 10 years younger than me is somehow far stronger and tougher than I think I'll ever be. She just smiles.
She's been training under me. She's the one apprentice I'm gonna make sure can protect herself more than she already could before.
She's been training with you. Who have you been training with? The dead? Because you look like one.
It doesn't even like make it sneeze, just you'd be accurate.
You're able to pick up that book in the morning without withering away and dying of a broken spine. Should eat a carrot or something. Might make you feel a little better. As I said, the opposite of Mavros. She's not saying it to be funny, she's just insulting you.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't even say she's insulting you, because that's what Mavros is doing, is she's observing.
No filter.
She's observing. There's no slot for filters. She doesn't have one. It wouldn't go in if you tried, you know? It's like trying to put a USB into, like, I don't know, like a mini USB port. It's like, this doesn't go here. I don't think anything goes here. Not anymore. Cable joke for you. How real highbrow humor you get here. Oh god. All right. But yeah, all the conversations that are had. Do you tell her about the soothsayer? That was not fully determined whether or not you mentioned that to her. But she does ask about the other two, and I imagine obviously one of them's tough, strong, and old. The other's got a gun. And talks too much.
Ezekiel would absolutely just glaze over the fucking the seer thing, just like, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna bring that up.
Oh, how much do you tell her about Floss?
That is a good question.
About as much as Ezekiel's saying, just a strong, older, like, mercenary type.
I love the idea, like, yeah, he's a strong, older mercenary guy. He carries a pair of hammers and very unsuspecting until a moment of violence breaks out, and he's the most violent one of us. It's incredible.
I watched him smash a man's head like a fucking tin can.
He crushed
He hasn't shown him
like a can of tomato sauce.
You say that, but then in that fight, he was just standing observing as Ezekiel, just explicitly tortured the guy to get information out of him.
He's done it a time too. You read the book.
Yeah, he's done it.
That's true. We did read the book.
He's had his moments.
And Ezekiel was like, "Oh yes, I've seen that technique. I've seen that technique before."
Let's just say those hammers aren't made for walking. But yeah, I'm imagining you like describing Foz and talking about like your experience with him, and then Ezekiel specifically taking the tab of going, and then the other one, he's an infernal guy, he has horns and a gun. That's all you need to know. That's all that's important.
Infernal guy, horns, he's a prick.
Oh god, she might kill Mavros.
We'll see. Well, I don't know how that's going to go. I hadn't actually thought about that interaction, but we'll get there.
It's either going to be really funny, or we're going to have to like break up two NPCs.
I'm going to have to like tear my throat in two to do those two separate voices having a conversation. That sounds like a fucking nightmare to do those two accents back to back. I shall. I'm gonna do my homework. I'm gonna talk to myself in the car. Anyways, we don't have to talk about voice time. As we roll into the gates of the city, on our little path, we come into people, markets, foot traffic. You hear the bang of smiths here and there, as it is a city filled with smiths and shops, among other things. And she goes, "Oh, by the gods, I need to get some new clothes, please.
I don't see the harm in swinging by.
I need to get out of this
tailor.
leather armor. I fucking hate it."
Leather's never been my strong suit either, so I can agree with you.
I just want to have normal clothes on again.
That we can do. I see no harm.
Is there anything, any other minor, small asides anyone would like to take before we get to the Elven Smith?
Griffin was just gonna try and get some ammo somewhere, but that's about all his plan was.
Absolutely doable. Hei Yan is going to spend her last 5 gold. Or no. Gold. I think it was 1 gold piece. I forget. I shall return to clothing prices because I actually don't remember.
If need be, I can foot her a gold to get her some clothes.
I was gonna say the same
Can we
thing. Just
shit. At this point, can we just give her the company credit card?
I don't know how much is on the company
least-
credit card. I can tell you how much is on the company credit card. We have 4 copper and 8 silver. That's the company credit card right now. That's
2 gold
pretty
pieces
fun.
will buy her some nicer clothes. Or
And she
5
has
for a
8 gold.
costume, but she doesn't need a costume. She needs clothing.
Oh my god.
But I did, guys, I came prepared today. I may have to install or download the image, but
I just finally finished writing everything for my level up.
hell yeah.
That's why my answers could have been better on that cart ride, but I was writing, paying attention.
Do better. Not really.
hurt this way?
Sorry, most of that conversation is had in the background anyways, because it's just you telling her stuff. It's merely a matter of clarifying
Also
what
like
you
picture.
if you kept any of it to yourself or not.
I also like the look, Kyle. I just saw it.
Oh shit, I forgot to make a small tweak.
I like that Alwyn look of, if you look at me wrong, I'm going to snipe you in every artery.
If you look at me funny, I'll run away and snipe you from a really far distance.
If you look at me funny, you're gonna blink,
see
not
you
look at me
looking
funny
from a
anymore,
mile
and then you're
away.
gonna be on the ground. That was a floor taste.
Yeah, it's like I'm gonna fly up 15 feet, back 60 feet, and then shoot your teeth out like that one game at like Chuck E. Cheese. It's like, I've watched Griffin in action. He it's fucking crazy just watching him just bang, bang, bang.
Do some shit. And now, guess what? I forgot about something that my gun does. I have burst fire on my rifle form.
Oh, nice.
Do you know what that does?
Burst fire.
I can either attack normally, or I can use the burst fire feature, which does a 10-foot cone in front of me, and they have to make a dex saving throw or take the full damage. but it uses 10 ammo when I do it. But everything within the 10-foot square cone would could take the damage instead of just one. Though I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to use my essence point for those kind of shots.
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like by that logic, you'd have to use like 10 of them for each bullet.
I'd have to use one for every one I hit, probably.
Yeah.
Or up to 4.
Hops off the cart eventually, having your stop. Goes in, is gone for probably about 30 minutes, and then comes out in the new duds.
Nice.
Duds. Fit check.
Fit check. Fit check.
This sounds so much like the music of walking around in Lindblom in Final Fantasy IX.
It's a good fit.
Specifically.
I agree.
How much was that again?
That was 2 gold.
Oh, I'll go ahead and have handed her the money for it.
She just kind of looks at you funny. She's like,
Hey, if you're part of the group, you're part of the group, but I'm going to help take care of you as long as you help take care of us.
I mean, I haven't really contributed yet. Is that? Like,
Yeah, but you've already been inducted into the group, regardless.
Marcela
wrong word.
Like,
And I stutter that like that.
Marcela
Griffin stutters
wanders
that
up,
like that.
after having got bored and wandered over to do as she does. You know, with that young age metabolism at her age, street food, as you would imagine. And she hears this thing about being inducted to the group, and she says, and she draws her sword, and she kind of waves it in the air, and then she taps it to her shoulders, and yeah, there you go. Continues eating her street food.
What is it? You are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Congratulations, you are being rescued. Please do not resist.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Anyway.
Yep,
From there,
that's.
I'm pretty sure
that's
I'll get a return from my investment. I'm not worried about it at the moment.
Yeah, just there we go. It's official.
she says, she's kind of like, picks at her clothes a little bit, adjusts herself. She's like, I feel like our lesson, I feel I want to try something. And she kind of stares off into space for a moment, and then exhales, and you see this kind of blue haze kind of shimmer over her.
I'm going to the bathroom real quick, just FYI.
Okay. Mages, if you will, those that you feel would know the casting of a spell specifically, make an Arcana check.
Ollyran would know.
If I am proficient in Arcana, I have +6. I would.
Yeah, if you feel it's your area of
That's
knowledge.
that's my only +6.
I would say, yeah, then you guys go for it. Oh,
Well, I got an 11,
Fantastic.
so
Well done. Power
I got
of
a
kill is what
23.
she cast.
it's warlock magic. Surprise! I'm a necromancer, not a warlock. There's a
What
I
difference?
rolled a
For-
23. 23.
What did Polyran get?
I didn't have him roll.
Oh, okay. You want him to.
Sure.
So you can roll.
He
or I
said
can roll, it's
everybody
up
that
to you.
wants would.
Yeah, everyone just wants to. Your current
He rolled a-
attachment is.
Yeah, he rolled a
Polyran.
4. He's
He's distracted.
he's not paying
He
attention.
does rock magic. He don't know. Griffin, that was her innately casting mage armor. Very
Ooh.
easily. Very
Toughen
effortlessly.
yourself up a little bit. Very nice.
I almost feel like I have an AC of 17. As a wolf.
Welcome to the club.
She
God.
does this, and she's got like gloves on now as well. I'll say, those of you proficient with weapons also now, I think it finally dawns on you, she has a sword. It's not a very big sword, but it's like a Wu Di style, some of you would know it's called a jian. Which I don't know if that's actually how it's pronounced, and I've never actually checked to see how the proper pronunciation of the name of the sword, but if I'm not mistaken, it also just means sword. But anyways, the short, double-edged, more piercing focused, sort of Chinese-style sword, in this case, Wu Di style, that she's yet to touch even once. Take from that what you will.
I guess, yeah, seeing. I guess Ezekiel can't even tell she's using magic. I guess if he notices the weapon, yeah.
Shimmer,
just,
but
You didn't know what it was.
I don't know what smell. Yeah, I saw her. I could see the magic.
She cast Cage.
Cage.
That's
Right on my rage.
It's weird. She cast weird on you.
Oh, we're dead.
Something. She did something, and it made her shimmer. Probably glamour magic. Who knows? From there, we shift on finally to the familiar small front but large interior of, not magically, just simply the entrance is small, but the building is larger-ish. But the larger interior of Olafir's forge.
Is Robert back? Yeah, I know he said he had to go to the bathroom.
I'm trying to drag it out so that he gets back.
I am now, right when I sat down.
Sweet. I was gonna say, we either shift over to Enoch or we pick up here once he conveniently arrives at exactly the right moment. Well done, sir.
Beautiful.
I guess we can shift over now. When the timing's perfect or not.
Hei Yan got new duds. It's in the chat if you wanted to see it.
New fit, new feel.
New fit, new feel. That's right. She's feeling fresh. She's feeling pleased with herself. But we enter into Olafir's forge once more. Who all goes inside?
It was me and who else?
Ezekiel for sure is going in.
Ezekiel expressed interest. Marcela's interested because you're interested.
If Griffin couldn't get any ammo there, he probably would have waited outside. And he probably couldn't get ammo there.
As Ezekiel gets up off the cart, Marcela does like look at you, like kind of like gestures with her head.
You want to come along?
She nods.
Let's go.
She hops down and follows you in.
And fear.
Exactly like it sounds.
You know I'm not good at that.
Olofir. As I said,
I would have been wrong.
I say that. Oh,
I would have been wrong by I think letter 3.
Oh no! Yep, I will never deceive you with the spelling of names.
I would have probably spelled like OLE. Olafir's forge.
As I always say, I am determined to make characters with cool names that are pronounceable and also spellable, all combined into one. It is a very doable thing. Fantasy writers out there, do better. You don't have to make all of the names unpronounceable. Only some of them have to be unpronounceable, and that's okay. It's only excusable in Irish and Welsh. Otherwise, stop it. We enter, and as before, you almost want to ask yourself, Noah, has he moved since I was here? Because he's standing back facing the door, hands atop the anvil looking down at something that he's working on as you enter. And Ezekiel and Marcela, you see this, I mean, he's maybe around your height, he might be taller, who knows. it's not his height, it's his size, especially for you, Ezekiel, with your history and knowledge. This is a Jarden elf. You would have known from mention that he's Jarden, but he's huge. For an elf, he's like very muscular. Like, this is a big. It's strange for elves to be brawny like this, and only a few, and this is one of them. And you hear hammer sounds coming out of the back of the forge in another area as well, which prompts you to look over at Marcela, another apprentice perhaps of a different craft, one less violent. But he stands silently over the anvil as you all enter in this forge-lit space.
As I walk in and I see him in the exact same spot, I'm wondering to myself, how precise is this man that he is the exact same position, exact same
Make a
footing.
perception check as you have that thought.
I'm gonna use my spider dice. I rolled a 16 plus perception is...
There's actually, like, you can see as you look over the floor. You don't have to track this guy. You know where he goes every day. There's scuffed out bits of the floor where he has been so consistently continuously and consistently using different parts of the forge that he never really has to. Not that he's so rigid that he refuses to break routine, but he has a set rigid routine for everything that he does, that all the same parts of the floor are worn from everywhere that he needs to go. You swear you could almost track the order that he does it too. And you bet if he moved his feet, there would be two indentions, 2 marks on the floor from where he stood and pondered over weapons in the past, or other crafts.
I was just thinking to himself, wow. Just wow.
This is Noah's first visible example of... I think for Noah specifically, you can't help but think back to, like, books that you either read or heard of, or movies like Lord of the Rings and stuff like that, where you read about elves and stuff like that in books, and you see them in movies, and you're like, wow, they're really dedicated to their craft, and they're so ancient and wise and interesting. But now you're sitting in the room with one who does that dedication and that devotion to whatever it is that they do. You're now looking at it.
There was, from Noah's experience, only 2 other people he knew that could be this precise. He is amazed to actually seen it for the first time from an elf that he's only read about in books, as he said.
But as yesterday, he does not stir. He simply stands and ponders over the anvil, as you know, waiting to be engaged before he says anything.
Noah walks over and he just greets him with a hello.
Without looking up from the work, he says, "Good morning." You have brought a friend today? Now he looks at you.
Yeah, he chose to come with me. He looks to Ezekiel.
You see Ezekiel just staring at pole arms.
You are familiar with our weapons.
He'll say...
Understands.
Ezekiel will say in Elvish. Reminds me...
He says that in Elvish also, by the way.
Ah. He'll respond in kind.
These remind me of somebody I knew before. I haven't seen in a long time. I wanted to see if they are genuine.
It is my homeland, but I do not align with their deeds, if that is your worry.
Not at all. If one such as you can start a forge here and with no problems, then there would be no worries whatsoever. I can tell where you stand.
He lifts the... it seems to be another project of some kind. It looks like to be an axe of some kind that he's crafting single-handed for someone, sort of war axe. And lifts it and actually comes over towards you, Ezekiel, to hang it on the rack, holding it with reverence as he does.
Steps out of the way.
In these times, in these days when folk are unmentioned for extended eras, that people like mine are forgotten where we stand in the world. He hangs the axe. My people, while we wield axe in hand and blade at hip, and polearm at side, shield in hand, we are not the war-making kind, not like we once were in ages past. I have struggled to understand this war that broke out, and its purposes. I find the Queen to be an imperialist, and that is not the way of Jarda. That is not how we do things. You are familiar with this, though. You know of our natural alignment with nature. We do not needlessly attack, but we have, and I regret it, even though it is not my deeds. It matters not. But you are not here for tales of the past, or my wishes for intent of my people. We're here for a craft. And he says it again, he's Liale. And then he says some things more in Elvish, Noah. Ezekiel, he calls out and he says, bring forth the chain weapon that we crafted for this one. The Outworld requires a weapon. Outworlder, I misspoke. And you see the Elvish apprentice, she comes closer in the light this time. Before, she kind of stayed in the other end of the room, so she wasn't really visible. It's very dark in here most of the time, outside of the light of the forge. But you see, very much an elf in every way, but this is an elf with dark brown hair and eyes of more muted colors. And this elf, hers are green. The difference that you know of between, especially for Ezekiel and Marcela and other people from Aveline, you know the distinct difference between Jarden elves and elves of other places, depending on where they're from. Sea elves have the long, like kind of light brown curly hair, very messy, very wavy and wild hair, and a lot of ocean blue eyes. They tend towards darker skin tones. The elves of Jarda tend to be more paper white pale and of darker browns or black hair and softer eye colors, darker hazel, green, brown. Elves of Gelgaret, farther off in the world, much more vibrant, brighter colors, and There's a few mixed in there that are different and odd. White hair elves, which are snow elves usually, and they typically have white irises as well to match. But snow elves are dicks. Most people don't like them. They're assholes.
Waiting for that campaign.
That'd be great. Vargoosh, undermentioned. My own world thing. I'm just gonna say the word Vargoosh. It exists. It's out there. It's in the north, very far, very far. But between Olafir and this apprentice, Ezekiel, you know what he's saying. That Liale, that is her name that he's saying. And she comes in and she carries the weapon over to you, Noah, and she has it holding the handle, and the chain is wrapped around it, and the hammer actually dangles from the middle of how it's wrapped, so it's hanging from the middle of the handle as she hands it off to you.
Noah is he's looking at it, and he just starts smiling, and he can't help himself.
I do not like.
You'll notice that his eyes kind of widen a little bit as he just keeps looking at it.
This elven craft is worth every minute. To cleanse the bloodstains soaked into it from wars throughout the land. I don't know whose blade this was, but it is theirs no longer. It is a new thing entirely. There's something cleansing about taking new shape, forming a new object, becoming something else.
As he hears them say this, he puts his hand slightly on the actual hammer part of it and says, "Whatever pain this weapon was used to cause before, it's something you made. Instead of pain, I will bring justice with it."
Justice. And he nods. And if this weapon is changed to help create change, then it is to remark, naturally, how will you change as the time progresses and your battles go on? I hope I see that one day. What do you turn into? Some of your payment for the crafting of this weapon was taken in the excess metal, retrieved from what was left over, as not all of that sword was necessary to create this. So, I do not like discussing prices, as I wish money were not necessary for me to keep my work going. But, alas, we live in a world where I must ask for some payment.
Just nods his head and says, "I understand perfectly."
I will merely ask for, based on what was left over, I think 15 gold would suffice.
That's only gonna leave me with 5. Okay, I brought my money with me, so I kind of just give them the entire bag of what's in there and just take the 5 gold pieces out to keep.
He takes it.
I only had 20 left. Oh, that's scary close.
And he pulls a small piece of metal. It's just a small flat slab. It's not very big. And he lays it on the anvil and he says, and so that you see it, the last bit of metal that is left is here, in this small slab. I will use this to reinforce my tools and craft more weapons, so that from death and from destruction in a war, I can craft new things to protect others. It feels overly poetic. But I am an old elf. I have been around for 300 years, so it seems appropriate. You're getting the idea that this guy, he's not like Polyran, he's not overly literal, he's a very serious guy. And you suspect that might have been a joke. He's got that solemn seriousness of the elves, or at least some of the older ones. And Ezekiel, you know that the conversation is concluded because he looks at, he makes eye contact with all three of you and then nods, and then returns to his spot in front of the forge. Before he steps to that spot again, Noah, you do see that there are two boot prints indented into the floor where he stands.
It's awesome.
All right. Our business is done. Let's head back and see if we need to head to the councilman or not.
I want to do something funny, but I don't know if I can do it on stream or not. Jackson.
What?
If I make like a very obvious reference, you don't think that's gonna hurt the channel, is it?
Do what? Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Alright. So Noah,
The only thing they care about is that I play the correct music.
Okay. Yeah, don't play the music. Obviously. As we're walking out, Noah's gonna look to Ezekiel and then just keep staring at him, smiling.
What's gotten into you?
You notice that, like, since there's no one around, he kind of just starts, like, waving the chain around slightly. He's not extending it completely all the way. And then he, like... Okay, how many people are there around? Is there a lot of people right now?
If you're exiting out, the street is... It's not densely packed, as it's, like, kind of the middle of the morning, so some people have found where they're going for the day, and what's left is people that are moving place to place, out of need to do work.
So I guess Noah will just grab like the actual handle bit of the hammer and start holding it up, and then he just looks to Ezekiel, saying this like mid-laugh, "There may come a time when men may fall, but it is not today."
Yeah, your character is from the real world, so you would make references.
He would know, yeah.
So it only aligns. It makes sense. We've had characters like this before as well.
So confused as to what the hell's gone into this game.
Are you reciting old poems, old tales?
Yeah.
You're stuttering an awful lot.
It's from a book. Probably, if I brought it in, I'd probably get called a racist.
All right. As you all gather back onto the cart and begin to make preparations to head for the large, shiny building at the center of the city, we will cut back over to Enoch, who sits alone back at the farm.
And I'll add, since he's out just like in the field, I'll say that he's taken off the saddle from whichever horse had his saddle on it, and he's just setting on the saddle, or at least like kind of propped up against it out in the field. Just kind of gazing into the containment device. Thinking about this voice in his head. Thinking about home. About the job he has to do.
In this silence, You feel from your containment field. Question. It's like a bull at all times, angry, aggressive, and ready to charge, stops for a moment and tips its head. Curious what it is that's taken you in your mind.
I want to go home. I got a job to do.
And you and I need to get much more acquainted. And he holds up a hand and puts a finger to his forehead and then points to the containment device and then kind of does that a few more times as he says that.
You
feel lost.
Feel a tumult of trying to understand, bending mind. It's in this moment of confusion and trying to understand something. You have an opportunity to maybe insight check the entity you are connected to.
Come on. Come on with my +1 to insight. Let's go. Nat 20. Oh my god.
Huh. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
What a time.
Gaze into the orb. Plunder the orb.
Yeah, Enoch is really doing his best to just get on a level with this thing that has been in his head for
Reveal your
weeks.
secrets to me.
I was going to say, you're dealing with an entity that you suspect, obviously it doesn't speak. It muttered out one word to you, and it seems that that's the only thing it can say. Or at least it could at that moment. There's no idea if it could say it again, or if it ever will. Because it hasn't said anything else since. It mostly growls, grunts, mutters, and all you feel is an intent. Burn and destroy. And you... With that realization, it goes further beyond just realizing that you're not dealing with a great amount of intelligence. You're dealing with something on some measure of the scale has the power of a god and doesn't even have the self-awareness to know what it is. Something so powerfully destructive, and it wants to do that. It has no concern of self-harm or harm of others at all in any sense. And then you remember that image of seeing Port Worthless go up in a mushroom cloud from a distance. You were seeing the imagination. It is needless destruction. No doubt about it. It doesn't have an intent. There's no reason to destroy Port Worthless other than to destroy it. Because it wants to. It wants to destroy stuff. Everything it's shown you, everything it's made you want to burn, it just wants to see those things burn. It just wants to see them destroyed. That's it. No deeper meaning. No conclusion. No greater plan. Not like the other gods. Just destroy.
Enoch will kind of look up to it as he kind of begins to piece this together in his mind. Let me guide this, your power. Let me be your hand. Let me be your will here. Speak to me if you can, please. Show me.
You, in that moment, blink and feel a measure of this thing's power take you over. And when you open your eyes after this singular blink, you know right where you are. You're standing at the roadside, looking into town, at the walls outside. The beginning of the forest all around you. And the clop of hooves next to you as you stand holding the reins. It's the day you left. Who knows what for? Any other day. But it's a day that you left. For a moment you thought it was that day, but seems like just another day. One that you forgot. Like anybody else.
I look to my hand holding the reins.
Exactly who you think it is.
Enoch's hand tightens very tightly around the reins. And he just kind of slowly looks up.
You hear another clop of hooves ride up. And the gaze burning into the back of your neck. It ain't going anywhere. It's gonna be there when we get back.
I guess you're right.
Why do you always do
And he'll,
that? Staring into town like that?
Just don't ever want to forget it, you know? Seen a lot of ruins. A lot of pictures of ruins, drawings. I want to remember this place as it always was. Full of life. Trouble. Good people.
Trouble. Well, I mean, there's plenty to be found.
And Enoch will pull himself up onto the horse. Turn back to the person he's talking to. Just kind of smile. And just say, let's go find some trouble then.
She smiles. Well, quit standing there like a lug and get on your horse.
Pull himself up. Let's go, Duke. And he'll gently prod the horse. Begin to ride to town.
As you begin to ride, gaze focusing in on that whip of wine red hair in front of you, riding out in front. You blink again, and you're back on that farm. It feels like you're returning to a bad dream, perhaps, until you feel a fuzzy chin in your hand. Or at least that's what you think you feel. For a moment. Describe it to me.
So as Enoch opens his eyes, he's still resting his back against the saddle, just kind of feet out in front of him. And I feel like as he was coming to, he would feel the chin more on his head, kind of nudging him as he's sitting there. He'll kind of open his eyes, look around, think it was part of the dream, just kind of sigh to himself. And he probably feels it again a lot harder almost like kind of pushing him over. He'll turn around as he kind of begins to somewhat stand up.
So, as it wouldn't do us good to describe it when it's just you alone, do you mount up and ride into the city?
Enoch smiles, packs up, and rides into town.
As your cart then pulls up to the large pyramid structure at the center of the city, and you begin to look for a place to leave your horses and cart and start to look for maybe some of the assistants or the councilman himself. You hear a light trot approach all of you, coming in above the rest of the sound of the town.
I will add, it may not be the lightest trot, as would you like me to describe?
Yeah, you're riding up to the others as they kind of like, some of them begin to see you rolling up to them at a pace.
Then you would see as Enoch is riding up on this, and I will send you a picture to show the colors, and then another picture to show the size of the horse.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That Enoch begins to ride up. It is a, I believe it is a Dutch draft.
Oh yeah, draft horse, yes.
So yeah, as Enoch is riding up on this giant horse, and he will just kind of ride up slowly. He doesn't hop down, and he just kind of looks over to everybody, reaches down and begins to pet the horse. I'd like all of y'all to meet a friend of mine. This is Duke.
Where the hell were you keeping him?
He's been gone a long time. And he like visibly, like noticeably kind of stops himself. Tell you the truth, I never thought I'd see him again.
Well, he looks like a fine steed.
Honest there is. And smart too, huh? As he speaks directly to Duke. And I feel like Duke would just kind of like shake his head in approval, like up and down.
Marcela like wanders over and wanders up to the head of the horse and is like petting it and stuff. Fascinated by
I will say, as Enoch rode up, and behind each step of the horse, there were small puffs of ash where its hoofs touched and left the ground, and it almost kind of gives off that ash, that floating ash cloud that Enoch gives off as well, almost smoky, coming off of it.
Almost.
Yeah, and he has like bright green eyes. What'd you say, Robert?
I said Rose got his own personal shadow mirror now.
Damn straight. Welcome to I'm so glad to finally show you guys my warlock pact. The pact of the steed.
Fuck yes.
So yeah, Enoch is just once he realizes where we are, he will eventually hop down. And let me read something real quick. It's actually, I need to read something about my class.
I'll say, Griffin, you have a really high passive perception, and so does Polyren. Sitting next to Hei Yan is just kind of like standing there looking at this. I say sitting, but like out of the cart and having like watched this happen. You kind of hear her say under her breath, she goes, "Can I do that?" And then you hear, it almost sounds like it comes from like right behind her. But you hear, "Yes." Like a whisper.
There's no way Ezekiel and Enoch don't hear that.
Oh, Enoch is way too Enoch could not care less.
I guess they're over. Enoch and Ezekiel over there just like showing off familiars because Ezekiel also still has his cat that just hides in his bag, pops out.
Honestly, if Marcela was like petting him and stuff, Enoch probably would have been like showing off a few of the tricks that he and Duke could do, like a very intricate like version of the trotting he was trying to get the other horse to do. He probably could even get this horse to like bow to Marcela.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
And as the horse, like as Duke goes down into a bow, Enoch will also bow.
You hear the clop of three approaching horses from the other direction, here in the shadow under this pyramid structure in the morning sun, now reaching noon, but with the sun shadowing you. Magic horse. How have you done that? Well done. And you see the councilman has approached with his two assistants.
It seems he had to find his way back to me.
Well, as magic horses do, I would assume. That is your story. Ours lies upstairs. Ezekiel, I think you are the only one that knows what upstairs means. As you look at this pyramid structure. Everybody else, if you want to, without asking, try and understand, you may make a perception check, but otherwise it will be left to explanation.
16.
I was about to say Griffin probably would have rolled. Probably would have been looking around anyway. So I'll.
Also gonna roll.
With a 16, you look up and looking around, you see a big open gate in the side of this pyramid structure, where there is a door that is let down to go inside. It looks to be thick metal panel, very thick, probably coated in some amount of platinum on the outside at minimum, considering what this place is supposed to be. But you see people streaming in and out of it, despite the rest of the city being more modestly sized. It's not the size. This is nowhere near the size of Port Worthless, but it is a decent sized city. But regardless of that, there are people streaming in and out of this large pyramid structure, and that's when you also spot other sort of gate-like structures all up the side. And it's at that precise moment when there is a large groaning and shifting of metal and sound in a cacophony. Ezekiel, you know exactly what this is. The rest of you, this is a new experience. As the ports of the Platinum Sanctuary begin to open, and inside, as these big doors begin to lift up off the side, opening up the inside, like large, I would say windows is the best word I could use. These sort of ports all throughout. exposing the inside. You see buildings all along the edge, in 4 layers. The bottom layer doesn't open up like this, but the one above it and the other 2 beyond do. They open up in these big, you just see a wall of buildings lining the edge. And the councilman, he looks up and he says, so our destination is right there. And he points to the 1 layer below the top. He says, it's a wonderful little place. It's called the resting place. It's a fantastic spot, and I think you will all like it. Has anyone seen the lieutenant? He's supposed to be meeting us. And another clop of metal armored feet, not horseshoes, from the other direction where you guys came from, as just the lieutenant wanders up by himself. And this lieutenant appears to be more of an interesting guy. He is well, you don't know what it is about him. He's got an interesting thing to him, but he looks human enough.
I feel like that could be said for a majority of the people in our group.
Human enough. Ezekiel is human, but he just looks human enough.
And he looks around at you all, and he says, there are 7 of you. Okay. Right. 7. That should be fine, no problem. Did your group grow overnight? Did I miss something? Nah, it's none of my business. Never mind. Well, I've made all of your acquaintance. Hello, ma'am. Nice to meet you. I am Councilman Anna Zaptero of Port Worthus. And she goes, I know who you are. He goes, you look quite right. You know who I am? Yes. Of course you do. Right. Let's go inside. Seems everybody knows who I am. We're all caught up. He looks over at the lieutenant. Lieutenant, come with me. And as you all start to walk, and he hasn't got off his horse, he says, are you just going to leave your cart here?
Do we bring it in with us?
Well, of course.
We have somewhere to park it.
Ezekiel, while as the councilman rode up, already in the cart.
Let's say Enoch will just hop back on Duke, and just ride next to the cart.
Oh, the fancy fucking temple. All right, big fucking building. Great, it's just what we need.
Trying to think of how tall Enoch would be sitting on top of Duke next to the cart.
Huge.
Yeah, I was about to say, because I'm pretty sure if Ezekiel's driving the cart, he's probably looking eye to eye with Duke right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, big-ass horse. He says, well, follow along. And the lieutenant just kind of walks behind the cart silently.
Everybody aboard.
And we enter the Platinum Sanctuary. As you ride up the ramp with materials that seem ideal for horseshoes not to slip as they go up on this sort of gate. You crest the inside where it is darkest in the bottom layer. You do see lights that kind of creep down through a center hole. There's a hole that goes from the bottom all the way up. There you see the sunlight now in midday shining through. There's at a bit of an angle, and you see all across the ceiling of this massive, massive, massive room. There's little reflections of light all around, mirrors set in place, reflecting light, keeping this plate aglow. It almost feels like candlelight, but more efficient. Well used. And it is the largest layer. down here. It seems to be a sort of commonwealth, sort of common area where all people seem to go. Here in Goneveli, inside the Platinum Sanctuary. And as you continue, you go up to the second layer, and you find a lot of carts of supplies and things that very quickly you realize city work. Seems that this layer deals a lot in going out and dealing with taking care of the city as well as inside the Platinum Sanctuary itself. And then you go up another layer to the third layer. This is where you see a mix of both Saxmen and the Platinum Guardians. All those people in shiny armor, with some of them having dragon symbols welded to different parts of the armor. If not, some of them wearing dragon helmets, dragon-shaped helmets. And we go and find our way to the edge, the very, very edge, that shadow edge. And it's unsuspecting as there's just sort of a line of buildings. And you pick the largest one and go into it. But from there, you enter into this, I have no words, wonderful place. It is smoky, filled with pillows, dark maroons, rugs, curtains hung from the walls. It is a building. If this place is soaked in a lot of mixture of culture and a religious sanctuary, this building specifically is all culture. It is all the area and the people that inhabit it. You smell the smell of what smells like burning halfling leaf with a mix of something else, herbs, and maybe fruit even. And you see people carrying drinks. You see off to another area, there's another table and group. Each section of the room, there's areas sectioned off, large areas. There's pillows laid out that are almost seemingly kind of curtained in a little bit into their own little thing. You gaze into one and you see people sitting around a small table with this little tower, and they all have a small pipe and they're smoking off of it. And in another one you see the same thing. There's a bit of food laid out. Look in another one, you see drinks as well as that weird smoking device. And one of them is throwing knives at a target in the wall. And you hear the clack, clack. And,
hell yeah.
Zapatero is smiling as he enters and says, I love this place. Welcome to Denenmeyeri, which I probably butchered that pronunciation. It is known as the resting place. And I booked us the top floor. It's the benefit of having a little bit of money. You get to abuse it. And he waves over somebody, and they do indeed take you upstairs. And wondrous. You can't help but want to thank this man as you sit on this sort of balcony's edge with no railing that opens out over the city with cushions laid out. I mean, you could dangle your legs over the edge of this, like, giant, oversized pyramid with a city inside, and no one would tell you to stop. He sits down and he says, I would like to have some lunch brought forward, if you would please. And I'll have a little bit to drink, perhaps a bottle of, and he names something off, something local. Anything else for the others? Would you like anything special? I'm not going to drink the whole bottle, but you know, something to start the day, a hard day.
What are they doing with our cart and horses as we come up to this place?
Parked in the street outside. Well, not in the street, but next to the building. As this isn't an inn, so, you know, it's just like any other place that you're going to visit temporarily. Place to tie the horses in the trough.
As they go to that place, I'm gonna have Enoch unknowingly, as a bonus action, unsummon Duke, and as he does, he's going to turn to ash, but like that, every piece of the ash that he turns to just clings to Enoch's coat.
Oh, that's cool.
Did you fucking see that? His horse just turned into ash. The fuck is that all about?
Cool.
Never mind, I don't want to learn that. That's fucking terrifying.
Enoch just kind of fixes his coat, kind of still feeling Duke's presence, and he just kind of turns and just begins to walk. And he'll probably just sit.
You just ask him questions and he walks away.
The horse summoning is new, but different magic, different practice.
Right.
Can't be surprised at every bit of wizardry that comes about.
Enoch probably, after he did that, probably was just turning and said, I think I heard something about a drink, maybe some lunch.
As she insight check that right that she let out, as you said, you know, different spellcaster, different specialties or whatever it was you said.
Different magic, different practice.
Yeah,
trying to find a magic way to say different strokes, different folks.
Insight check her response to that is what I'm saying.
I almost choked on my drink. It's taking a drink as you said that. That was diabolical.
Look at my insight.
I don't know.
A hearty 2.
What?
I said a hearty +2.
Oh, okay.
I thought you said a 32. I was like, what?
Nah. Anyway, that's a 9.
9?
9.
That meant something. She knows something about magic.
I will say, if she did start walking with Enoch, he probably would have just turned. Spoke to Mai, and he does she have her book like visibly out?
Does she what? I missed that.
Does she still have her tome out?
She now has it hung from a harness on her back.
Then as they were walking, he would just turn to her and kind of point to her tome. I spoke with my friend, patron, and
benefactor.
Indeed, I believe this is. I believe seeing my dear friend Duke again was a gift, something to aid in my work for them. Something what I believe that book is for you.
Work for them? We're supposed to work for them? What am I supposed to do?
Well,
Ezekiel, if you're
I
sitting
believe
next
that's...
to her, you hear it.
Oh God.
Staying forward.
Okay, but it's
You'll
just,
figure that out.
Keep in mind, it's like a whisper. It's like it's barely audible. It's barely audible coming out of the book.
Yeah, just staring forward.
You'll figure that out.
Hey, fucking walks by Enoch, fucking pats him on the shoulder. Let's go see about those drinks.
But yeah, as we get to the spot where we're all gonna sit down, Enoch will take off his jacket, but just like set it behind him, and just probably sit down on one of the pillows.
She walks in, Hei Yan walks in, and she goes, "Aye, for all the fucking doors. What a place. Now that's something." She just kind of stands there and looks at it for a moment. Polyren enters, stops also next to her to ponder. Doesn't say anything, just looks. This is where you can just see over this, all over the city, and then the tree line in the distance. And it's quite the view. You realize, looking south, interestingly enough, there's actually a cliff drop-off over at the edge somewhere beyond the boundaries of the buildings. Not all flat, this city. In fact, you realize that you are uphill. You've been in Port Worthless, which is mostly flat, if not all flat. Been a while for a lot of you to be in a city that not flat and not as ideally kept, I guess, as Port Worthless as it is immaculately kept. But there are spots in the world where, for a moment, that doesn't matter, and you're sitting in one of them. Marcela walks in and goes, "Wow!" And you see her take something out of her pocket, and she contemplates dropping it over the edge.
I don't know if that'd be a good idea.
She get... Probably not. Probably not. No.
I wouldn't waste whatever you're about to drop.
Just the real reason, what if it falls on someone's fucking head? Just...
I wouldn't lose anything you got carrying on you.
Yeah, Enoch will just kind of pat. I'm guessing either the big ass cushion he's sitting on or the ones next to him, and just be like, "Come sit down. Let's all relax for a moment. We've definitely earned it." And he will probably pour himself a little bit of whatever the councilman ordered, and then he will probably just order some pipe leaf.
Something spiced, something delicious, and when they return with the drinks, they pack the hookah. If you're not familiar, you should be. It's spectacular.
No need to explain. We're all familiar here, right, guys?
I think we're all familiar with the wonderful, wonderful thing our friends from the Middle East partake in. The excellent and wonderful smells begin to fill the air, and some food is brought forth, the drinks, and
I think Ezekiel's definitely seen if they had some cherry rum just in the pack.
It's been too long.
So what is it that this guy ordered exactly? I was curious because Enoch wanted to try it, and I am curious just what it is. Is it something he's had before, or is it something just
a sort of like locally spiced, I'll say whiskey, to be simple.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't know the respective alcohol that they prefer in this type of area in the world. I hadn't thought about it, but whatever is appropriate, but a spiced version. So basically,
hell yeah.
What's the type of culture we're delving into? Did you say it was
Turkish? Yes, Turkish. Everything's Turkish based here for the most part, aside from anything surrounding the Platinum Protector, which is centered around, well, exactly what it sounds like. The Platinum Dragon, that is Navayan, and wearing some shiny armor and fighting for people and being a good person.
Do I need to make a roll after I partake on this hookah?
Nah. Nothing. It's nothing that potent. It's not like the leaf that you smoke. This is much like having hookah in real life. It's tobacco and fruit and stuff.
What if I lean over to Griffin and ask if he wants to extra spice it up?
Spike the hookah bong.
Yeah. Obviously, I would ask the entire table before doing that, but
sleight of hand to make sure nobody sees me do it.
You find no objections, but that is where you do notice that rather than sitting down, you notice Lieutenant Stones has chosen to stand next to the door and is just kind of like behind the arms behind the back, soldier face, staring across the room to the other wall, from one wall to the other.
Oh, square, got it.
He doesn't even doesn't look.
Ain't judging, just vibe check immediately.
Is that an invitation, or is that you just being silly?
Oh no, yeah, I was about to say like if Enoch would definitely. Honestly, I feel like Enoch would see him from across the room and at least probably offer just being friendly.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck yes, I was hoping you'd say that.
I looked up Turkish alcohol, and it seems to be something called rakı. Made of twice distilled grape pomace flavored with aniseed, and it says related products, and one of them is absinthe.
Oh hell yeah! Oh my god!
Absinthe. Absolutely makes sense.
And it's funny because like it's spelled Raki, I think, but like it's pronounced rakı, and the audio I played to get that right pronunciation had some like it sounded like Turkish music maybe playing in the back.
What the fuck?
I don't.
Dude, that's awesome.
So
that's how you know it's authentic.
Persuasion check is announced. The councilman raises his glass and says, "Yes, come join us. Don't be a square. We need to have a bit of drink before we leave. This is going to be a drab day. I don't look forward to what we have to deal with." And you get a bardic inspiration to use with your roll.
Oh my god, really?
Oh.
Holy shit, okay.
Nice, you know.
So what is that, a +6?
It's a plus a d6.
Plus a d6, cool. Let me roll that.
Please roll a 6.
It was a 6 on the bardic inspiration die. My d20 got cocked because it bumped into it and got stuck. Give me a second to re-roll it.
No.
Oh, 16. So that's 28. Thank you, councilman. Enoch just looks to the guy and he says, "Come on, we're all being friends."
It's definitely there's definitely a like trying to convince this guy, but also like, now from him, you definitely, whatever he said and whatever he gave you and whatever that was, you did feel it. But the lieutenant, he moves his eyes alone, and he looks directly at you, Enoch. He doesn't say anything, and he begins to wander over, and he very stiffly kneels down. He removes his sword from his side, and he sets the weapon down behind him on the floor, and sits very stiffly.
Drink, smoke,
Hookah.
even just water. Something light.
The councilman leans forward and says, "Tell us this then. Where are you from, and why are you so stiff? I like you because we've had good conversations so far, but far more useful than the ones I've had with your captain. I will not speak ill of him. They have been far more pleasant, I'll say. What's your deal?" He just says, he sits quietly for a moment, kind of like looking at him. He looks at all of you. "My apologies. I am, well, not very comfortable around strangers. I'm from a faraway land you probably have never heard of. But I'm here now, and that's what matters."
Did you say he was kneeling next to Enoch?
He's sitting, but he's sitting very crisscross, but very stiff as you could be sitting like that. It's wild.
Enoch's gonna like reach out and kind of like very friendly tap his shoulder, and then feel how stiff he is, and kind of pause on tapping his shoulder, and just kind of look at him, and then just well, let us not be strangers then.
You see an orc fellow enter the room wearing almost identical armor and markings to this Lieutenant Stone's. A young orc man, and he wanders over and whispers something in Lieutenant Stone's ear. He nods and he says, "Go and wait by the door." And the boy nods and looks at all of you kind of nervously, and then he goes and stands by the door with his hands behind his back in the same way that he was. Don't invite him over. He is in training.
Would it be okay to send him some water or something?
It is fine to give him refreshment, but he must stay posted at the door. He is.
Enoch will just.
He turns and looks at him. He says, "He's a squire, you see. I am not currently an active knight, but a knight of Arcania, and this is my squire."
Enoch will, I guess, wait for a server to come by and then just kind of point over to the squire and just be like, "You could please bring him some refreshment, whatever he might want. Thank you. Sorry, I'm losing my voice."
Right. So, well, we've all had a drink except for him. Hopefully he starts. I guess down to business. The awfulest part of being in such a nice place as this. But I figure it'd be easier if we're all relaxed and clear-headed. He looks at the hookah as he says that. And then he looks at the bottle. So, our plan is quite simple, and we were wondering, or I was wondering, and I'm sure the lieutenant would be willing to take in any information or ideas. What the fuck are we going to do when we get out into the woods, heading to this pass out in the middle of nowhere where we're going to be shot at with crossbow bolts, most likely? People will die. But I don't know if there's anything I can do about that. People will continue to die regardless, as carts will be robbed, someone will get shot, die, and then the cycle will continue of them thieving carts and dragging crystals out from under me.
Do you have a map of the area?
He pulls one out, rolls it. He points to a section of road where it kind of hooks up into the mountains, which is the road on to Atalash. See, the road to the city from here, less than halfway, about 2/5 of the travel. On our way up into the mountains, there is a pass, a certain area where there is rock standing above us, above the road. It is here that, and he points to the specific spot on the map, our carts keep getting raided and taken. Taken including the carts.
Is there an easy way up on those cliffs?
No. Not that we know of. We don't know how they're using these cliffs, or where they are, because we've never spotted them. Well, I say we. The people returning have never spotted them. They've been shot at with crossbow bolts and then gone running into the city, cartless and horseless. And it is 3 days' travel from that place on foot into the city. So, as you can imagine, quite miserable. Travel to Atalash is completely shut down. We cannot get there at all. While travel from here to there is cut off, obviously they get travel into Ramal quite easily. No problem there. The city isn't, dying or anything, but the trade specific to us, as well as any travel and other trade otherwise, is currently non-existent. And as my business is most directly affected and the most directly aligned with the Empire, I must act and make something happen.
Well, once we get closer...
Have you ever tried sending a decoy card?
They killed all the people on it and took the cart, as they do everything else. They don't care if it's empty or filled. They take both the crystals and the cart.
And that would mean they'd have to come down to get the cart, though.
Indeed.
It might be...
In a hail of crossbow bolts, one doesn't tend to look back.
Might be a bit cumbersome, and Enoch will kind of point to wherever the map is in between everybody. Could you show me again where the attacks specifically are happening on the map here, if you can see my laser pointer?
Yeah. Okay, so on
it's
this
the
map,
Orles one.
So positionally on this map, it's like up here that he's pointing at, behind this mountain.
Enoch will he'll point here and he'll just could we possibly try to move up the mountain, see if we might be able to flank them?
I wish we could, because there are no roads. There is one road from here to Atalash, and that is it. There are multiple roads from the city on to different places in Ramal, but they don't call it Shalin's Rebuke for no reason. These mountains are treacherous and steep and sharp.
You said it's 3 days away, right?
On foot. For us, it'll be about a day's travel.
But we would have to rest before we got there fully.
We would probably have to stop and rest, as we will have a Imperial detail with us.
Well, during that night of rest, me and anybody else sneaky enough could try and do it at midnight.
That's what I was thinking.
Look around, because I'm very quiet. As long as it's dark, they won't see me flying around. Or they shouldn't see me flying around, I should say.
I think that's... Wait, hold on. Above table, I have a feeling we might be dealing with more resurrected Erun. That's not 100%, it might be something completely different, but...
Possible. Yep.
In fact, they're just like killing everyone and then just taking supplies.
Yep.
Seems very, because if they were real bandits, they would be ransoming people to get more money.
My idea was, above table, my idea was, what if we laid in wait, just sent out this cart, and then they go to collect it. Then we come out from wherever we're hiding, where we can see this, and that's when we get them.
I think that is a decent idea.
That's a starter idea, that's why I wanted to put it out there.
No, yeah, I kind of like that. Yeah, I like but I also like the idea of Griffin maybe attempting a midnight scouting.
That I also like too. It's a good idea.
Nothing else.
And maybe someone else going along, just not Enoch or Aliran, because they are not stealthy. I mean, Enoch's okay, but I really do think it should just be Griffin's, because he could just literally do a flyby and try and at least see what he could find. If you felt comfortable with that.
Well, I have 120 feet dark vision. I literally can be 100 feet up, and they can't see me. Though it will be harder to see from that distance, it will be less likely for them to see me.
Also,
they'd probably be shooting at you with disadvantage, to be real honest, too.
That's the other part.
Is the thing that matters the sight?
Well, in my case, it would be, because I have the ability to fly. In your case, it would be the ability to sneak around while on the ground.
And also climbing and repositioning and trying to find a way up to start scouting.
I could also go with him, or is it just one person?
I mean, you could. If you wanted to cover some scouting on the ground.
Yeah.
Because I know that yeah, because I know Noah's pretty stealthy. That's what I was gonna say. He could cover the skies.
I've got plus 11 to stealth, and I've got 40 feet of movement. So I think I'm good enough for doing some kind of recon.
Oh yeah, ground recon.
Yeah.
You'd be the one would be good to get close, or possibly lead the cart in and then run away when they start shooting.
You can bonus action dash, can't you, too?
Yeah.
Yes.
He could
I was gonna say too.
Jackson.
I could also go in with Duke if you guys wanted, because I can summon him. I summon him back with just an action.
Yes, but they're trying to take the horse.
No, that's
They
what I'm
can't
saying.
take his
Like he
horse.
he can pull the cart, and then I can either ride off with him because if I dash with him, that's 120 feet of movement.
Oh well, yeah, that's true. I forget he's fucking fast.
So,
of course, 60 foot.
Does Duke have a range limit on you, or is it just once he's summoned, he's summoned?
How far we can get from you?
Let me look. You can summon him.
Because if we can leave him there as a bait and you're able to get away, that would probably make him think, "Oh, we're good. We got this really cool horse."
And then you
And
just
then
I
you make
can,
people more focused on that.
As long as he doesn't die. If he dies, I'd have to perform a 1-hour ritual to bring him back. But I can. Let me see if it says how far he can be. I think in combat. Okay, yeah. As long as I summon him, it doesn't say I have to
so you
be
just say
so
it.
many feet. But like, yeah.
So if we sent out Duke with a dummy cart filled with nothing, he goes out there. They go to get the cart. You unsummon him,
The cart doesn't go
and
nowhere.
then there's just cart's not going anywhere. There's a bunch of whoever's stealing this fucking cart, just like, huh? And then we come out of the wherever the fuck we're hiding and just beat all these guys either to death or to submission. One guy's
Or
going to
death.
submission.
Yeah,
More
we gotta at
more
least.
likely-
Yeah,
One guy's going to submission. One guy's getting the fucking suplex pulled on him into a rope knot.
but yeah. So yeah, I think I'm down to have Duke pull a dummy cart, and then I'll just unsummon him.
That's the good thing about both these plans. We could do both of them if Griffin wants to just
No,
go
yeah.
out there, do a flyby,
Oh yeah, I planned on trying to do that anyway.
Yeah.
and then we have the secondary plan of sending
I
out.
wasn't sure if
fake cart.
he had somebody stealthy enough to help as well, though.
I will say though, as we all begin to talk about like putting Duke into play, Enoch will cast Prestidigitation and just have a small dust version of Duke kind of prints around on the map in the spot where we've been talking about.
We got like a little war room with the pieces and stuff.
hmm Honestly, how many Prestidigitations can I can have like 3. So yeah,
Three, I think.
Yeah.
we'll have like one
Yeah.
that's Duke in the car, one that's Griffin's flying around, and one that's Noah scouting. What do you think, Councilman? We set a distraction, wait for them to come out, then us and your men follow in behind.
With me as Overwatch from a distance, able to shoot anybody that's trying to run away if needed.
I would be able to
An
call my
ambush.
horse back to ride in.
And whoever we can capture, we can find the source of all these attacks.
I mean, I'm not objective to the plan, but Lieutenant? He just kind of looks at the map, listens to your words. From what we gather, there are probably a high number of them. Now, obviously we need the reconnaissance of... You said your name was Griffin?
Yeah.
The numbers would be a good thing to know. We don't know how many there are, and once we know that, we could know exactly how to formulate what to do with our troops. We can minimize the injuries and I would say death, but that is inevitable, unfortunately. But we can minimize loss with reconnaissance. We can't get anybody in there. We've sent 2 or 3 scouts and they've not returned.
Definitely do a fly over those mountains in that range to see what's going on at night. Look for any lights or camps or encampments.
They can
I
spot
might
Imperial
cut out
scouts.
my
I
impact though.
hope that you are far less visible.
Alright.
Otherwise, I think
night,
this is
it's-
all valuable, and I think a good idea to minimize damage.
Having someone fly ahead, even in the dead of night. That is his specialty.
Yeah, Griffin didn't even formulate a thought to that, a reply to that particular one. He's like, I'm not even worried about being stealthy.
He turns and he says, Squire, write all that down. Take the details to Captain Tonment. Tell him I believe it is in our best interest, and I have formulated an ideal plan as a possible opportunity for us to try and perhaps maybe save loss of life. The councilman also says, he raises an eyebrow. Says, he probably won't listen if it's from any of you. You know how he is.
That was more of an above table comment than a Griffin comment.
He does say that. He's, he's a little more outspoken.
Yeah.
Hei Yan's just, she would have said that, but she's just kind of listening and is like, kind of, a little bit eyebrows up, a little bit eyes wide, just kind of like, what the? All right.
No, yeah.
We are planning to go fight bandits in the woods.
Yeah, she went from seeing us being like, hey, welcome to the group, let's buy you some clothes, to, all right, we're planning for, it's tactic, welcome to war, kid, slaps a fucking flak helmet on her.
See, if we grab one guy and rip his jaw off, it will intimidate the other ones, just like...
If you're not up to fighting, you can
submarine duel in time, reminiscing all my crime.
As the silence kind of sits in for a moment, as he's like, he probably won't listen to any of you. Silence kind of sits for a moment, and Hei Yan does speak up. She goes, I could shoot energy blasts out of my hands. I figured that out last night. It's pretty useful. And
you know what range is yet?
No, I don't know. Pretty far. That probably.
We might have to practice.
I would say so.
We get
Enoch kind of he looks to like a corner of the room, like the furthest corner of the room, trying to best judge eye to eye, like his, because I think he has shot it at the max at 120 feet, and so he'd probably try to find somewhere and point it out. Not that far, if it's anything like mine.
I'm gonna add that, like, when she says that, just so casually, Noah kind of just like, he just turns and looks at her without saying anything, and he's got this look of like, you guys remember the meme, that picture of Batman, and he's just super shocked?
Yeah, I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
I don't
that
remember
one.
off the top of my head.
It's the disgusted Batman face.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
Once you see it, you'll immediately know.
Oh, never mind. It came to my head immediately. Took me a second. Holy shit.
Right, so I think that is at least the start of hopefully a successful operation. I like not planning in too deep a detail because a plan needs to be modular, don't you think? The lieutenant doesn't really, he just kind of makes eye contact and doesn't really motion or move, he just kind of stares at him. Neutral. Ezekiel, make a perception check.
Oh my god.
Nat 20 plus 4.
Your apprentice has heard none of this. She's been staring at the cute boy in the corner of the room.
Oh. Hell yes.
As the young squire stands diligently, seriously taking his notes.
Yeah, Ezekiel just like leans over.
You know, I can teach you how to speak Orcish.
She snaps out of whatever plane of existence she had traveled to in her head. She says, What?
Sits back up, goes back to drinking the chai rum.
Completely threw off game. Her offer, Mark.
Oh, hell yeah.
She just squints at you and just... Don't assume what I'm thinking. It has nice hair, okay?
Write that down, write that down!
Did you get that?
Halloran doesn't say anything. Hei Yan just kind of like glances over. Makes a face, but doesn't say anything. Keeps it to herself, for once.
Enoch smiles, but it's under his bandages, so it's anyone's guess if they can see it.
So at most, she looks at Marcela, looks at the squire, she kind of shrugs.
Fuck yes.
Very much a shrug, like, and I don't see it, but you know, if it's for you. All right. With a plan formulated and everyone comfortably poised for me to launch something terrible at you in a moment of relaxation, I will leave you there for another week to ponder if I might blow the room up or something.
That's what I was expecting. I was expecting to blow the room up, I'll be honest.
I'll let you wonder for another 7 days if I'm gonna explode the room.
I don't think you're gonna destroy this last place.
Right as you've just made a plan that sounds actually very, very reasonable. Before you even get to the encounter thing. I'm gonna sabotage the sabotage of the sabotage.
The plan's going correctly.
So what we're messing with now? And who else staying up?
I am here. I
am also here. I have a good bit of my ghost left, so...
I have finished mine, but that's on time for me.
In it to win it.
I am not influencing what others are going to do.